Hello and welcome. My name's Debbie. I'm from Tarot 21, Tarot for the 21st century. This is a short video. I do several short videos now on YouTube, and they're just little snippets of tarot wisdom, if you like, and they're for anybody who wants to learn or understand tarot. And this video is in particular is on the four different elements of the that we find in the tarot and how they relate to the tarot cards. You know, the ancients recognized that the four elements of fire, earth, air and water are the main building blocks of everything in the universe. These elements are at the heart and personality of everything. So it's not surprising that each of the four suits in the tarot are linked in some way to one of these four elements. And by understanding them, we can add a layer of meaning to our tarot readings that really help us to interpret the cards, making it easier for our intuition to flow through our readings. So let's start with the Suit of Wands. That is associated with the element of fire. And when we think about fire, it conveys energy, passion, action, inspiration, just like the Suit of Wands. Now, when we think of a fire, we can go from everything from a really single gentle flame to the destruction of a wildfire. And there's everything in between as well. Now, in a lot of the tarot decks, the wands appear like great big branches, and they could easily be set on fire. And that fire could light the way forward maybe, or it could ignite new ideas. You know, we describe people as being fiery and passionate, and sometimes we say that when we look at somebody, we say the fire's gone out, meaning that there's no passion or fire left. Now, the Suit of Pentacles, that's associated with the element of earth. It's about all our earthy material needs, it's about nature, it's about our health, it's about stability, reliability, practicability, if you like. It's about money and the things that money can buy. We stand on the earth, it's stable, it's grounding. We sow and nurture seeds, and we might grow seeds, things, food to eat, or we might just grow beautiful flowers to look and admire. The earth can be rock hard, or it can be that beautiful, soft, gentle sand that we walk on. We often describe people being down to earth or grounded. Then we come on to the Suit of Swords, and that's associated with the element of air. And it represents, it's a thinking, it's our ideas, logic, communication. It can also be about conflict maybe, perception. But just like the air is unseen and constantly moving, so too are our thoughts and the words that we speak. Swords are double-edged, and that can be, it can be good or bad. It's conflicting, and our minds can be conflicting too. Sometimes we use expressions like we're in two minds about something. A sword was used to created for as a powerful weapon for kings to use, but they could use them either for protection or for fighting. So power can be dangerous, and the words that we use have the power to cut people to the core or to build them up. We have the power to hurt or to protect, to destroy or to build up, but just because we can doesn't mean that we should. If you think about a knife, it's like a small sword used in anger that can hurt people, or in the hands of a surgeon, it can save life. So, conflict can help us grow, but we need to know when to pick the sword up or when to put it down. Now, water, that's the element that corresponds with cups, and water represents our emotions, our feelings, our relationships, our intuition. It's about love. And if you think about an ocean, it's vast, it's massive, and it's really, really deep, and it's full of mysteries. We haven't even begun to know what is really at the bottom of the ocean. And it has that ability to water. If you take water, it has that ability to take on the shape of wherever it's held, whether it's in a cup or, in a lake or something like that. And our emotions and intuitions are the same. Our intuition and emotions run deep, far deeper than what we perceive. And our emotions can take on the flavour and shape, if you like, of what's going on around us in our life, our environment, just like the water can. Water ebbs and flows, and sometimes it gets blocked, just like our emotions do. Now, the elements give us an overall perspective of what's happening on in a reading. It could be the main theme. If we've got a lot of cups in a reading, we know that that's signaling, this is a reading about relationships and emotions right at the core of this reading. Swords can signal, it's about matters of conflict or intellect. Our thinking is playing a big role in this reading. But there's another way in which the elements can help us, and that is to know whether they are either active or receptive. Fire and air, for instance, are active, masculine, and the elements of water and earth are receptive and feminine. Now, if they're active, that means they can change environments. Their energy is focused forward. They're direct, extroverted, and active. Now, if they're receptive, they adapt to the environment. The energy is more focused inward, and they're more introverted, indirect, and they're very reactive to situations. And this also plays a really strong role in how these elements interact with each other, because they both have their strengths and weaknesses. So if we have fire and air, they're both active, so they support each other. They are quite collaborative. They build each other up. It's a good relationship. Water and earth are both passive, and they too support each other. But if you get fire and water, they're enemies. They weaken each other. They cancel each other out. They decrease the effectiveness of each element. If you have a fire, water will put the fire out. Likewise, air and earth, they're enemies too, so they weaken each other. Fire and earth are neutral, they don't affect each other, and water and air are both neutral too. So learning the elements is a great way to help to understand the tarot. Connecting the elements would really help you gain more awareness in how the tarot suits work and how they interplay with each other, giving your readings much more depth and insight. So here's a suggestion. Take one element each week and work with it. Find ways to connect with that element so you can really experience it. For example, you might want to take water. And I'm saying that because it's raining. As I'm recording this, it's absolutely pouring down with rain outside. So let's take the water. By spending time with water, whether you go out in the rain or maybe take a walk by a river, or if you're lucky enough to go by the beach, just watch the water, feel it, have a paddle in it if you can. Maybe watch the rainfall and the puddles form, or even just turn your tap on at home and watch the water, feel the water running over your hands. Go out and observe each of the elements and watch how those elements express themselves in different ways. And then when you've done that, come back, take out your tarot cards. And if you've done waters, for instance, pull out all your cup cards and notice the water in each of the cup cards. What do you notice now? Is that water free flowing, or is it blocked and stagnant? Is that water forceful? Is it rough, or is it just gentle and smooth? What do these new insights reveal to you about cards, and how does it help to deepen your understanding of the cards? Well, that was a really quick whiz through on the elements. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching this journey through the elements and how they relate to the tarot. If ever you've got any questions, feel free to contact me at any time. But look out for more videos coming soon. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe and be happy.